Hello again, everybody, and welcome to the 1985 NBA Slam Dunk Championship. I'm Rod Hundley along with John Andres. It's our pleasure to bring this championship to you, one of the most exciting parts of basketball. And, John, you got to love it. It'll excite this crowd, a sellout here at Market Square Arena.
Rod, when the players came out, the participants, they went wild. The Gatorade Slam Dunk is the major event right at this moment, and it always thrills people, as it did last year in Denver. I mean, this place will be rocking.
All right, we're picking up the action here. Here's contestant number 1, Dominique Wilkins of the Atlanta Hawks, his second attempt in the first round.
Oh, Rod, a reverse two-handed. I think many people thought that Dominique should have won it last year, and he's going to show us a lot of things today like that.
He has great spring in his legs, really a showman. They call him the human highlight film as we look again.
Creativity, that's one of the very important criteria to do well in the slam dunk today.
Ladies and gentlemen, look at that scoreboard.
So Dominique Wilkins sits down and waits for his score.
14-9
As Clyde the Glide Drexler, former member of the Phi Slamma Jamma at the University of Houston, that fraternity, now with the Portland Trail Blazers. Here comes Clyde the Glide.
Clyde, a one-handed reverse at 6'7". He's the ideal height to impress the judges in the slam dunk, and I want to tell you, Rod, you know I'm one of them. I gave him an 8 on that.
As you look again, and you'll see why he got an 8. Reverse slam with a right hand. Another player that has tremendous spring and not that tall. Here's Michael Jordan of the Chicago Bulls, one of the hot candidates for Rookie of the Year honors as he slams at home.
Michael starts easy. I'm going to give him an 8 on that, too. I know he's capable of a lot more. At 6'6", he can do an awful lot of things midair.
And we look again on the reverse just down the road in the Windy City of Chicago. A big favorite here in Indianapolis at the Market Square Arena. A great dunk by the sensational rookie from North Carolina. Here's Darrell Griffith of the Utah Jazz. 6'4" guard, the smallest member of the competitors here in this action.
What a beauty, a reverse two-handed while passing the basket. He stuffs it down backwards. Now, a guy at 6'4" to be able to do this is something else. He did some stuff in the air, as you can see.
That's Dr. Duncanstein of the Utah Jazz, Darrell Griffith. He averaging 22 points a game on the year. So Griffith looks up at his score. And now the local favorite, Terrence Stansbury, a rookie from Temple. 360. How about that one?
Stansbury filling in for Charles Barkley, who couldn't make it due to personal reasons. Stansbury was very nervous before this event.
Boy, look at the fans. They absolutely love this young man. 6'5", we look again. Watch the reverse 360, squares away and jams it home.
One-handed. Rod, I'm going to give him a 10 on that. That was super.
And the fans love him, as you can see him taking a high five. One more time.
You know what makes this move spectacular? He leaves the ground on 1 foot, not off 2 feet like most people do. 1 foot.
So Terrence Stansbury slamming it home. Here's Orlando Woolridge of the Chicago Bulls, reverse hammer shot.
He is so athletic. Orlando showing at 6'9" how athletic he can be. And again, that's one of the criteria, and he showed it off there. Backwards, moving in the air. Wow.
Boy, with this guy along with Michael Jordan, they have brought basketball back to Chicago with a bang. Orlando Woolridge.
43 for Orlando Woolridge.
I'm giving Orlando a 9 on that.
Here's Dominique Wilkins with a reverse slam.
Dominique is unbelievable. Every dunk he seems to execute is done with such power.
Tremendous effort.
Absolutely great player. They call him the human highlight film, and at Atlanta, he has really helped their basketball program. Let's watch again. This is awfully hard to do. When you take your eye off the basket, spin all the way around, leap in the air, and still have that great body control as well as sight on the basket.
Rod, that's a 10 for this judge. Somebody's disagreeing, though.
How about Michael Jordan on this slam?
Michael has that uncanny ability to hang in the air so long.
Michael Jordan.
I think this kid is going to be the future great star, the all-around ability of a Dr. J, a Larry Bird. He's already being compared, and this his first year. Sensational player.
I'm calling that one an 8, Rod. He didn't leave the ground that early, and he did his stuff vertical instead of that. He didn't show us that great takeoff that he has.
Here's Terrence Stansbury. Watch this. Bounce it, catch it, and slam it.
Boy, this guy's doing some job. He was nervous, as I mentioned, before the competition began, but he doesn't look it. He looks like he's right into it.
I'll tell you again, too, there was 17,000 plus here, a sellout. Market Arena here in Indianapolis, Indiana.
Now, this is creative. Now, I'm calling this one an 8, Rod. You know why? Because he hits the rim on the way down, and the perfect slam, you don't, with the perfect slam, you don't have that rim contact.
So he gets a 34, and he certainly doesn't like that.
That score was incorrect. He was scheduled to receive a total of 40 points. Thus, we have a tie for the right to advance between Chicago's Michael Jordan and the Pacers' Terrence Stansbury.
Rod, there was a computer malfunction, and we're going to have a sudden dunk now with Stansbury and Michael Jordan to see who goes into the next round.
All right, here's Michael Jordan of the Chicago Bulls. 6'6" rookie, slam, beautiful.
Out of sight.
Well, he put that ball, he locked it in his wrist, went in, and then from the side dunked it home and then winked up into the crowd.
Rod, I'm going to give him a 10 on that. That was creative, and the man certainly showed his athleticism and style.
The
Certainly is
score
a
for Michael
cool
Jordan
cucumber. Look at
is
this
40.
wraparound, reach back, and slam it home. So now that's going to put some pressure on Terrence Stansbury.
score
He's
for
looking
Michael
down
Jordan
court,
is
and there's a
40.
reason. Look at these kids down
Terrence
here. They're his
Stansbury
coaches.
leads.
They're going to tell him what to do.
His consultants.
Come on, give him the
They want
backhand.
to see a reverse.
A second dunk off.
Terrence Stansbury, fine rookie,
41
out of
to
tempo.
win
Here he
in
comes,
vain.
6'5". There he
Oh,
goes.
man, he got the reverse. Rod, as a judge, I got to call that one a 10.
Well, you can give him a 10, but I don't think all the judges did. And again, it looks like we got a malfunction on the computer. As you look again at this
The
dunk,
Gatorade
I
scoreboard
thought in
on
my
all
mind
four
that Jordan's
corners
dunk
will tell
was
the
a little
story
better.
momentarily.
Well, I'll tell you, they were both
Will
very
it be
close, Rod, and I
Stansbury?
think the
Will it be
scoring
Jordan?
indicated was not
We will
correct. The
know.
judges are going to confer on this now. It looks like Stansbury is the winner. Jordan graciously accepts defeat, but the judges are going to talk this one over, and it's going to be decided now that Jordan and Stansbury are going to go into the semifinal round. So we'll have 5 competitors in the semifinals.
That was the only thing and the right thing to do. And so we'll start that round once again with Dominique Wilkins, the hammer with the right hand.
Boy, that's a 10 to me. I may be too generous today, but that was a super move. Power, soaring in the air, a one-handed windmill.
Tell you one thing, this guy is going after this thing like he really wants to win it. And look at that hammer throw with the right hand. He has confidence, he has super concentration, and you can see it on his face.
Rod, he remembers Denver last year. Well, 2 people didn't think he was perfect, but I did.
Here's a perfect man, the old doctor, Julius Serving.
2 basketballs. Woo!
Take that, righty and a lefty.
That's creativity.
He does it with so much ease that sometimes his score is low. I really believe that. He makes this look simple. This is hard to do.
Well, he does make it look a little too simple. I'm calling that a 9, Rod.
All right. The doctor,
We talked about him as
he gets a 43. Julius Serving. Now back to Terrence Stansbury of the Indiana Pacers once again. Here comes the rookie, everybody's favorite.
Oh!
That's a nice one. He put that ball out in front of him, John, let it go, and then caught it, brought it back down, back up, and slammed it with both hands. And they love it here in Indiana.
And he hung in the air.
Watch this in slow motion. He flips it up. What I like about this, he brought it down, back up, and now slam.
What legs Stansbury has.
Set to begin with Larry Nance.
Now Larry Nance, last year's champion. Looking for the $12,000 first prize. Off the glass, he slams it home.
Power dunk by Larry Nance. He's 6'10". That looks pretty easy for Larry Nance.
Larry Nance from
In Phoenix,
Suns.
Arizona, they call him Leapin' Larry, and you can see why. He does it with all the grace and agility.
Michael
Watch
Jordan
this.
from the
Bam!
Chicago Bulls.
Tremendous power, great
With
spring.
a score
I'm
of
calling that an 8,
42
Rod.
points for Larry Nance, the defending champion.
He doesn't seem to be too disturbed by it. Last year's champion.
Larry said the slam dunk contest made him famous last year. Now everybody wants him to slam all the time.
Now we look at Michael Jordan reverse. Now he misses his first attempt, but it does not count.
No, you get 2 chances. If you get a total of 5, actually, if you miss 2. So that is not going to cost him anything. That's the improvement this year in the slam dunk contest. Misses don't hurt.
It makes the players be more creative, and it will not count against Michael Jordan. So he's going to attempt
Look
the
at him hold that
same
ball. Look at him hold that ball.
play, John. Watch this. Right hand. Bam!
Beautiful move by Michael Jordan.
Michael
A one-handed
Jordan.
reverse. I'm calling that a 9, just like that young man.
They got all the fans
Hey,
here
we agree.
loving this
And
slam
while we
dunk
await the total of the
competition.
Gatorade scoreboard,
This is the
Ryan
second
Reno,
year
Michael
here in the NBA.
comes up with a total of
Look
45,
again.
Phase 2.
6'6", Michael Jordan from
continues
North
with
Carolina.
our first competitor, Dominique Wilkins.
So Michael looks up and checks a 45 on the
All the
scoreboard.
judges agreed. 5 judges.
Dominique Wilkins with a sidewinder. Flying down the middle, turned his body and just really slammed it through with both hands.
Dominique is having no letdowns today, you know?
Let's welcome back the
You
doctor.
can look at his face, you can see the concentration. That is awfully hard to do. The body going sideways and reach over the head and slam it back.
Dominique does not look to me like he's too pleased
Another
by
look.
that score.
Beautiful camera shot there, up high, and he slams it home.
Almost perfection. 50's the top score.
Last effort of his semifinal round.
Now here's Michael Jordan of the Chicago Bulls. Here he goes.
Oh, spectacular.
That was a great one.
Michael Jordan, that's a beauty. That's a 10 to me.
Our first finalist from the Chicago Bulls, Michael Jordan. And our second finalist from down in Atlanta, Georgia, and the Atlanta Hawks, Dominique Wilkins.
We move to the championship, the final two, Michael Jordan and Dominique Wilkins.
Once again, a three-phase competition, 3 dunks per player. Referee Norm Drucker, 27 years experience in the league, will flip the coin. Dominique Wilkins will make the call. Dominique Wilkins called heads. It's heads. He is elected to have Michael Jordan begin our final round.
Out here is Michael Jordan with a slam. Not one of his best of the day.
No, Dominique won the coin flip, and he wanted Jordan to go first. I'm going to give Michael a 9 on that.
Obviously, he wanted him to go first because if he did something spectacular, that he would have to reach deep into his bag of tricks and come out with something.
And you know he's got a deep bag, Rod, right?
He sure does. Dominic,
Oh,
backhand,
boy.
two-hand.
Judges based their scoring on athletic ability, creativity, and style, and we saw it there.
Dominique Wilkins. He has been the crowd favorite right past about halfway, as you can see why. Beautiful coordination, the reverse slam dunk with both hands.
Rod, both these players are competing for big bucks now. The winner, $12,000. The runner-up, $7,000.
Michael Jordan with a reverse. Now, he was down 4 points going into that dunk. Yet Dominique Wilkins, you must remember, will go last. Out here, he gets set for his second attempt after you look at this replay of Michael Jordan. A reverse, face up, and slam it down.
He hits the rim on that stuff. I'm calling that one a 9, Rod.
So they give him a score of 44 for Michael Jordan. Now, Dominique Wilkins, the Atlanta Hawks, the highlight film
Hey,
himself.
See, he's talking to Isaiah Thomas there on the right. Isaiah, a self-appointed advisor.
Look at this. He slams it off the glass, goes up, catches, returns his back, and then slams it home.
Boy, that was creative. Over the head slam. I'm calling that one a 10 for Wilkins.
You'll take another look. Up high off the glass, this from a different angle, and watch this reverse.
Oh, what timing.
Absolutely fantastic. Now the midget camera from up top gives you an outstanding view. Look at this dunk. Power.
Artistry, huh? Boy, that guy really can do it.
You think he isn't confident? Look at this.
He
I've
loves
got
it.
him. Michael Jordan now in a little bit of trouble.
This is the last one for Michael Jordan. He feels the pressure. He's going to take his time, Rod.
I don't know what he can do to overcome the lead. He's down now, and he's going to really have to do something. Plus, you've got to remember, Dominic gets another shot right behind him. Here he goes.
Oh, spectacular.
That was a great one. I love it when they lock that ball in their wrist, bring it down to belt height, and then come back up with a sidewinder and slam it in.
He actually passed the basket before he let it go down.
So another look. Never touching it with the left hand, all the way across, reverse it with the right
A
hand.
reverse cradle by Michael Jordan. That's a beauty. That's a 10 to me.
Here's a third look, a third angle.
Oh.
Same result. All right. He gets a score of 49, one away from perfect
Well,
on that dunk.
Somebody didn't agree that it was perfect, but now Dominique with the last one.
He only needs about, I think, a 40 to win this. Here he goes. I think that'll do
it. Creative, what an athlete, and plenty of style for Dominique Wilkins. That's a 10 to me.
We're very confident he has won it. Dominic Wilkins of the Atlanta Hawks, who was in the competition a year ago. Watch this, his final dunk, and he hammers it home.
You got to see it on that replay to really appreciate what these guys do.
So Dominic Wilkins of the Atlanta Hawks, the new 1985 Slam Dunk champion.